guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's something that I've never actually done on my channel before. I've got my little sister here, Faith, helping me out today. So what we're going to do is we're going to make two different types of protein balls. I've been really into cooking lately. I have a new Thermomix, which I'm going to show you what that is for you who don't know what it is or anything like that. It's changed my life, literally. We are going to make just simple chocolate protein balls, and then the second one is going to be peanut butter protein balls. It's super simple, so we're pretty much just going to follow the recipe online on Google. I've just typed in protein balls. There's so many different types, but these ones you make specifically in the Thermomix. It tells you all the ingredients, step by step how to do it, and it is so easy. Like, anyone can do this, and it takes like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. This is pretty much what we're going to be going off. I will leave a link down below to the recipes that I'm making today. If you are interested in watching this video, definitely stick around because we are going to jump straight into it. So these are pretty much the ingredients that we'll be using in both of the recipes. So first of all, we have protein powder. This is the one I'm using. It is chocolate, and well, so this one is packed with a lot of protein. Like you can see, over 500 calories per serving, 50 grams of protein, which is actually really high, which is why I like this one. If you're shredding though, this one's not a good one. So yeah, anyway, protein powder, some nuts, oats, some coconut oil, we've got chia seeds, honey, pitted dates, cacao powder, coconut, LSA mix, almond, and some goji berries. So this is what we're going to be making the protein balls in today. The lighting's pretty bad because it's a really gloomy day. I will turn it on and show you guys kind of what it does. So this is the lid, and it's pretty much just like a blender, but it's the best, like, powerfulest blender I've ever come across in my life. So that's why it's so easy. Like, I make dinner in this every night, I prep meals, I make snacks, I literally do everything in this because it's just amazing. And then we just have a Thermomix mat, which is what I'm going to roll all the balls on, and then I'm just going to pop them onto this plate and pop them in the fridge. So first we're going to be making the chocolate protein balls. So we are going to start with 200 grams of raw almonds. So I've got that here, and on the Thermomix they have scales built in, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well. So you can see here the Thermomix has scales built into it, which is the best thing in the world, and this is what makes life so much easier. So all you have to do is pop in the nuts. So we have 200 grams of raw almonds. So the next step is cashews, and we're gonna pop in 100 grams of cashews. So once again, I'm just going to tear on the Thermomix and pop in 30 grams of goji berries. And then we are going to pop in 30 grams of the organic cacao powder. So this is what it's looking like in the Thermomix so far. So next on the recipe list is 30 grams of LSA mix. So we're going to pop this in. I've already teared the Thermomix. We're just going to pop in 30 grams of that. So once all that's on, we're going to pop the lid on the Thermomix, and then we're just going to pop the measuring cup up the top. We're going to go back home, and we are going to mix this for 20 seconds on speed 8. Just a warning, this is going to be super duper loud. So you just press the button to release the top, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like so far. So that's the mix so far. So we're just going to scrape down the side of the bowl just to make sure we get all of the ingredients into the mix. And now we're going to pop in the honey and also the coconut oil as well. So we're going to put it back onto the Thermomix, and we're going to use our scales again. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of honey, which is 20 grams. Then we're going to tear that again, and we are going to pop in 100 grams of coconut oil. So we're going to pop the lid back on. We're going to go back home and mix this for 20 seconds on speed 4. So now we're going to pop in the protein powder, and it's just 1 scoop. Just Sometimes I do a little bit more, just depends, but if you tend to do a bit more and it's chocolate, it gets way too chocolatey. So let's pop in that. And then we're just gonna mix it for another 5 seconds on speed 5. So you should have like a really cluggy kind of consistency. I'm just going to use my spatula to scrape down the side of the bowl. We're just going to roll this onto the Thermomix mat. And this stuff gets really sticky, so definitely make sure that you have clean hands when you're doing this. So this is pretty much what you're going to end up with. So I'm going to grab some of the designated coconut and we're just going to pop that into a little bowl. And all we're pretty much going to do is just roll the mixture in your hands like a little ball. You can do them as big or as little as you wanted. So I usually do it about that. I don't like to do them too big or too small. And then you just roll it in the coconut. And this is pretty much what you end up with. I just pop mine onto a little plate, and then once I'm done, I put it in the fridge and it hardens up all the mixture and tastes a lot better. I definitely don't recommend having it like this because it just does not taste well at all. It needs to go in the fridge and harden a little bit and it tastes way better. So now I'm just going to do the remaining of the mix, and that is the first one done. It's so easy, so simple, and they taste delicious. So this is the finished result. I've just plated them up onto a plate, and I'm gonna pop this in the fridge for a couple of hours, just let them get nice and hard, and then that is pretty much done. So now we're gonna make the peanut butter protein balls. I've cleaned up my mat and I've also cleaned out my mixing bowl for the Thermomix. Super important, you don't want to mix ingredients. But anyway, we are going to turn back on the Thermomix, and then we're just going to go to the scales on the Thermomix again. Like I said, it's super easy and super convenient. So we need 200 grams of pitted dates, 100 grams of rolled oats. Let's tear that off first. We need 20 grams of unsalted raw cashews. So we're just going to tear that again. Then we're going to add a scoop of protein powder. Now the only one I have is the chocolate one that we used in the last one. So I probably wouldn't like to use this in this recipe, but like, you know, that's the only one I have here. I think like a peanut butter one or even just a plain vanilla one would be ideal. Maybe the plain vanilla one, because you don't want it like too peanut buttery. So we're just going to pop that into the Thermo. So we're going to do 1 tablespoon of the chia seeds. These are the black chia seeds. Like, I mean, you can get white ones and you can get mixed ones, so it kind of just depends on what you're wanting. So 1 tablespoon is 20 grams, so just make sure you tear. So now we're going to pop on the lid, and then we're going to go home and we're going to mix this for 15 seconds on speed 8, and it's going to be very loud. So that's what the mixture looks like there. It's all finely chopped. So also you could do this in a normal blender, but you would obviously need to weigh up all your ingredients to put in the blender, and just make sure you have a really good blender, a really strong one that cuts up the ingredients, especially like the nuts and the goji berries and stuff like that. And also the dates, they can get a little hard to mix in ordinary blenders. That's why I love this so much. So if any of you guys are interested in checking out these, I will leave a link to my friend that sells them. She's amazing, down below in the description box, so just hit her up. They are quite expensive, but they are definitely worth it, and you can get them on interest-free payments as well. But they definitely change lives. You save money, you can make everything from scratch, yada yada yada. So I thought I'd just mention that. So now that that's done, what we're going to do is add in the what are we going to add in? Coconut oil and also the peanut butter. So I'm going to add in the peanut butter first, but I already have mine weighed up here. So this is peanut butter that I make. All I literally do is get 1 packet of unsalted peanuts, or 2 packets, or whatever you want to make, how much you want to make, and I literally just blend this in the Thermomix and it releases all its natural oils and it just blends to be peanut butter. So there's no added preservatives, no sugars, no salt, no nothing, like nothing but peanuts, and it's the most healthiest you're gonna get, like most healthiest peanut butter you can ever get. So this you actually have to keep in the fridge because it has no preservatives in it, and it will last up to about 3 months. I'm gonna add all that into the mixture now. 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. So now we're going to go to the scales and we're going to put in our coconut oil, 2 tablespoons, and we're going to pop the lid back on. We're going to mix this we're going to mix it for 8 seconds on speed 4. So this is what the mixture looks like here, and there's just a little bit of peanut butter there that needs to be mixed through, that I didn't scrape down into the bowl. But that's pretty much it. So as you can see, it is a completely different consistency to the other protein balls. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the coconut. I still have a little bit left over from the protein balls, so I'm not going to add any extra into that, but I'm actually going to put in some cacao powder as well and mix that through. You are meant to put in, I think, 2 tablespoons or 3, but I'm just going to mix it in. So we're just laying out the mixture like before onto the tray or mat, whatever you want to call it. So we're just pretty much doing exactly the same thing as we did with the protein balls. We are just going to roll it up into little balls. Also, this consistency is a lot harder than the last one, so it's a lot easier to roll. So we're just going to mix that in to the mixture there, and then that is pretty much it. So I've just popped them both on the same plate so you guys can see like comparison to what they look like. I will leave a link to the recipes down below, and if you guys want to see any more cooking videos, then definitely let me know down below in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!